Have you ever found yourself saying, "I'm so busy," as if it were a badge of honor? We wear our packed schedules like a medal, thinking it means we're productive, important, and on the path to success. But what if I told you that this constant state of busyness might be the very thing holding you back financially? What if being busy is actually making you poorer, not richer? Stick around, because today we're going to dismantle this myth and uncover how you can trade frantic activity for real, meaningful progress. Let's get one thing straight. There's a huge difference between being busy and being productive. Busy is answering emails the second they arrive. Productive is batching your email time so you can focus on deep work. Busy is attending every meeting you're invited to. Productive is politely declining meetings that don't have a clear agenda or purpose. Busy is having a to-do list a mile long with trivial tasks. Productive is focusing on the one or two things that will actually move the needle. Think of it like this. Imagine two woodcutters. The first one, let's call him Bob the Busy, spends all day frantically swinging his axe. He's sweating, he's working hard, he never takes a break. By the end of the day, he's exhausted and has a decent pile of wood. The second woodcutter, let's call her Paula the Productive, works for an hour, then stops. She spends the next 15 minutes sharpening her axe. She repeats this cycle all day. She might look less busy than Bob, but at the end of the day, her pile of wood is twice as big. Why? Because she wasn't just working hard. She was working smart. She invested time in making her efforts more effective. This is the core of the problem. Many of us are like Bob the Busy. We're so caught up in the motion of work that we never stop to sharpen our axe. We fill our days with low-value tasks that make us feel occupied but don't contribute to our long-term goals, especially our financial ones. This is what's known as the busyness trap. It's a cycle of doing more and more, but achieving less and less of what truly matters. So, how does this busyness directly keep you poor? Let's break it down into a few key areas. First, busyness kills your ability to think. Strategic thinking, creativity, and long-term planning require mental space. When your brain is constantly cluttered with a never-ending stream of small tasks, you have no bandwidth left for the big picture. You can't spot new opportunities, you can't come up with innovative ideas for a side hustle, and you certainly can't sit down and create a detailed financial plan for your future. You're stuck on a hamster wheel, running faster and faster just to stay in the same place. True wealth isn't built by ticking off more boxes. It's built by making smarter decisions. And smart decisions require time to think. Second, being busy often means you're just trading time for money in the least efficient way possible. Think about the gig economy or hourly work. You can always work more hours to earn more money, but there's a hard cap. There are only 24 hours in a day. The truly wealthy understand that you need to decouple your income from your time. This means building systems, creating assets, and developing scalable income streams. This could be anything from writing a book, creating an online course, investing in stocks, or starting a business that doesn't require your constant presence. But guess what all of those things require? Time. Not busy time, but focused, strategic time to build and create. If you're always busy with your current work, you'll never have the time to build the things that will set you free financially. Third, the busyness trap leads to burnout and costly mistakes. When you're constantly running on empty, your decision-making suffers. You might make a bad investment because you didn't have time to do the research. You might miss a critical deadline at work, costing you a promotion or a bonus. You might neglect your health, leading to expensive medical bills down the line. I know, I've been there. I've ordered expensive takeout for a week straight because I was too busy to cook, completely blowing my food budget. Or I've paid late fees on bills because I was too disorganized and swamped to remember them. These small costs, born from being overwhelmed and busy, add up to a significant financial drain over time. So the big question is, how do we escape this trap? How do we stop being busy and stop being effective? It all starts with a mindset shift. You need to start valuing results over activity. Stop measuring your day by how many tasks you completed and start measuring it by how much progress you made on your most important goals. A powerful tool for this is the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule. It states that For many outcomes, roughly 80% of the results come from 20% of the effort. Your job is to identify that critical 20%. What are the few activities that generate the most value in your job, your business, and your financial life? Is it closing high-ticket sales? Is it developing a new product feature? Is it spending an hour each week analyzing your investments and budget? Find that 20% and guard the time you spend on it fiercely. This means you have to become ruthless about saying no. Say no to extra projects that don't align with your goals. Say no to social invitations that drain your energy. Say no to the endless scroll on social media. Every yes to a low-value activity is an implicit no to a high-value one. Warren Buffett famously said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. They're not busy. They're focused." Another practical step is to schedule everything, especially your thinking time. Block out time in your calendar for deep work, for strategic planning, for learning a new skill. Treat these appointments with yourself as seriously as you would a meeting with your boss. This is your axe-sharpening time. During these blocks, eliminate all distractions. Put your phone in another room. Close your email. Let your colleagues know you're unavailable. This focus time is where real breakthroughs happen. You also need to embrace automation and delegation. Look at your recurring tasks. What can be automated with software? Can you set up automatic bill payments? Can you use email filters to manage your inbox? Then look at what can be delegated. Maybe it's hiring a virtual assistant for a few hours a week to handle administrative tasks. Maybe it's using a grocery delivery service to save you 2 hours at the supermarket. Yes, some of these things cost money, but think of it as buying back your time, your most valuable asset, so you can reinvest it into higher leverage activities that will earn you far more in the long run. Finally, you have to build rest and reflection into your routine. The hustle culture glorifies grinding 24/7s, but our brains and bodies aren't designed for that. True productivity isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Rest is not a luxury, it's a strategic necessity. It's during downtime that your subconscious mind works on problems and connects ideas. It's after a good night's sleep that you have the clarity and energy to tackle your most important work. So, don't feel guilty for taking a walk, reading a book, or just doing nothing. It's part of the process. Breaking free from the cult of busy isn't easy. It's a deeply ingrained habit in our society. Your friends might not understand why you're turning down invitations. Your boss might be used to you being available at all hours, but the reward is immense. It's the freedom to focus on what truly matters. It's the space to build real, sustainable wealth. It's the peace of mind that comes from being in control of your time and your life, rather than letting your to-do list control you. So I challenge you, the next time someone asks how you are, resist the urge to say busy. Try saying I'm focused or I'm making great progress on my goals. Redefine what success looks like for you. It's not about how many hours you work. It's about the value you create in those hours. Stop being busy and stop being wealthy. Thanks for watching today. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on how to work smarter, not harder. Let me know in the comments below what S1 busy task you're going to eliminate this week. See you in the next one.